Welcome to the after show, ladies and gentlemen. Melissa will not shut up about this damn Wicked movie.
Listen, I was waiting for it for a whole year. It finally came out. I saw it. As of the recording of this video, I got to see it a couple days before it was actually released.
Elphaba dies at the end.
Will you shut up? There's more to it. There's more to it that I was actually surprised about.
Yeah.
But
you didn't enjoy it as much as the first one.
I loved the movie. I thought it was a completely different type of movie. It's hard to compare, but I like fun, optimistic, like playful movies more than I like super dark movies. And I feel like the sequel was very dark. So if you're asking me to say which one I liked better, I would say I liked the first one better.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's rare that any sequel is better than the original. I mean, there's examples, and I know you. We've talked about this before. I know, Ramiro and Leroy, you have one in particular that I can think of off the top of my head that I disagree with you about.
I'm writing down my answers right now.
Yeah.
See, well, it's different because people used to make movies and just leave it at that. And then if it got really successful, they were like, all right, let's make a sequel. Mm-hmm. Versus... Jesus, I can't even think. Maybe Homeboy with Star Wars. Not even Terminator. He didn't even play in part 2.
That was the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
You guys liked part 2 better than part 1?
I
like part 1
Yeah.
just because it's the original and told and set up the whole story.
Yeah. So now people are doing movies planning sequels, which annoys the piss out of me because, okay, Wicked was good. It was successful, but there was a time, and it's all, you know whose fault it is? The Marvel Cinematic Universe. When they, no, I'm not even joking.
It's their fault all the time.
No, because when they did what they did, which was, it was revolutionary. It wasn't just like, hey, we're going to do a sequel. They said, we're going to do a franchise of movies that are all connecting to this big thing that's going to pay off in freaking 10 years later. That's never been done before. And when they did that, so many people tried to do the same recipe and failed. DC, obviously, they tried to blow their load in one movie and do like 6 movies worth of stuff. You know, something that took Marvel like 4 or 5 years. They tried to do it in like one movie, which sucks. But do you know, Leroy, did you know this? The Godzilla, King Kong, The Mummy, they were trying to connect all those into like a horror franchise, and it's you just gotta let it kind of happen. And then after that, they haven't done it. I don't think that they haven't done it yet. I don't know if they're still working on it. They were trying to create I believe Hasbro or Mattel, one of those toy companies is like, you know what? Why don't we just release a bunch of different toy movies and connect it into one big giant franchise? Why not just make one movie and see if it hits?
But I think a lot depends on like the source material. You know what I mean? If it's based on a book, like when you think about like the Harry Potter series, if you have like books to base it on and you know what the story's going to be, I think they're usually better that way. And I think with, it's the Marvel movies are based on comics, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times you know what it is. And I think that can add to it. Where I think sequels go wrong when it's solely for money. Like when you're like, okay, let's do this because this did well. I think
like there was a requirement for a certain actor to fulfill these movies, so let's just throw them this one.
Something's always misses. Like I'm curious about how K-pop Demon Hunters was like the biggest thing on Netflix.
Part 2, 2029.
And part 2's coming. And
wow.
I think
4 years away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of people are going to be
technically, but
some people are going to be like not into it depending on their age.
Right.
They're not going to be as
I don't know. I just wonder, I'm curious about the story. I think it has the potential to be good, but I don't know. It depends. Is it just like a money grab, or are they really going to put the, effort into it? And if it's 4 years away, then they probably will.
Well, think about specifics now. Throw out a couple of movies that you feel like the sequel was better than the original.
Toy Story.
I got that. I said every Toy Story after the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every
it
last
was
one.
good, but it was,
And
the other ones were phenomenal.
And the first one was amazing.
Okay.
But they did get better.
Interesting that you all think that way.
By the way, I saw the trailer for Toy Story 5.
Mm-hmm.
At what point does Woody get back with the crew?
I don't know.
They need to explain that. I thought that it was so funny because I thought Toy Story 3 was like a perfect ending. Then Toy Story 4 happened, and I was like, okay, I forgive you. This was a really good ending. And now I'm like, I've seen Toy Story 5. It looks like it's going to be a good story.
3 was with Lotso?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was,
when you thought they were all going to die in the incinerator.
That's another conversation to have for another video, is series and movies that you think have gone too far, like that you feel like have good endings, but then they keep going, and you're like, "What are you doing? You should have ended it here."
There's been a ton of
like
those.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my God, they should have ended 10 years ago.
Oh my
can I throw? I got a list. I can just throw them out. All right, so we already said T2.
Yeah.
Sister Act 2. I'm sorry. Sister Act 1, I don't even want to watch because Sister Act 2 is so good.
Okay, I thought you were saying, for some reason, I thought you were saying it wasn't as good.
No! Sister Act 2 is better than Sister Act.
Bravo to that.
The Dark Knight is better than Batman Begins. That's better. Aliens.
I have to go back and think about it.
Like, oh my God.
All I remember is the way Alien Part 1 ended, which was cool as hell.
Yep. But then Part 2 takes it to a whole new level.
Okay.
Kill Bill Volume 2.
Ooh.
Yep.
I love that more. And
real quick, you see that they released an Aliens like on Earth, like they brought like a special.
Yes.
They said it was mad good. I haven't seen it yet, but they said it was really good.
And then these are a little bit whatever, but I thought Ace Ventura: Pet Detective When Nature Calls is better than the first one. Did y'all see that one?
No.
That is hilarious. Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah.
And then for people who know me, a lot of people have The Godfather 2 better than The Godfather. I don't, but I know that's a debate, so I'll just mention that.
Yeah, I've seen that mentioned a lot.
Oh, I love The Godfather. The first one I think is better than Godfather 2, even though Godfather 2 is great. But yes, had to put that out there.
Can I throw out a non-traditional one? Like when you think about sequels, you think about like the movie and then like part 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one is... It's more of like a franchise per se. It's not necessarily a continuation of the previous movies. You'll know what I mean when I say the name of it. Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation was better than the original Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
They had European Vacation, which was also really good. Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation. And I think Christmas Vacation is the best one out of all of them.
It was. That's on my list to watch every...
Do you consider that a sequel?
Yeah,
it's
but
not
a
like
different
a traditional sense of a sequel.
Yes, okay. A different type of you said, it's more of like a franchise. Like they keep doing it in different ways.
Right, and there's different actors that play the kids, which I think is funny too.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. That's on my list of Christmas movies.
Yep,
like legendary Christmas movies that we watch every year.
There was another sequel that I saw that I said is definitely better than the first, and now I can't think of which. Oh, Pebs, you wouldn't have seen this. You guys are going to laugh at me because it's very old, and it's an older form of the franchise, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but Superman 2 from 1989.
Wait. Superman 2 was with
Zod.
Yep. Yeah. It's better than the original.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. Neil before Zod.
Oh, that's way back in the day.
I know. It was from 1989. Yeah. I know I'm showing
That's the one where he gave up his powers?
Yes.
Like a... idiot. I was so mad as a kid. Like, what are you doing?
Thank you. Can we really quickly, I don't want to go too deep into this, but just a thing. Why was Lois Lane praised? She was a bitch.
She was.
Her whole thing was, you got Clark Kent, who's hitting on her and loves her, and she doesn't want anything to do with him until she finds out he's Superman. Yeah. And then it's all of a sudden, I'm in love with you. Sit your ass down.
Sit down.
And you see why guys are confused.
Yes.
And he's a super simp. That's what he should. He was super simp.
That's why you all are confused?
Yeah. Okay. We're like, all right, so we got to be the tough guy and all that stuff. And now women are like, no, we want the Clark Kent. And it's like, well, back in the day,
right?
She pissed on Clark Kent and
she
said,
did.
Yeah.
That whole thing made me so mad. I'm like, why am I the only one that sees this? It made me so mad.
I don't even think I saw it.
It's really good, Peps.
Wait, real quick. You know what other part of that movie makes me mad? Is when Superman gives up his powers and he gets beat up by the guy at the
diner.
Yeah, but then he got him back.
Yeah, he got him back. But it's like, why in the world? Love is beautiful. I'm not giving up my superpowers for potential love. She, like you said, Lois wasn't even legit with it.
Leroy.
And by the way, real quick, let me finish this thought before you come in. I'm sorry, real quick. You know damn right well, if that had continued without him and his powers, she would have left him in a month.
Yep.
Think about it.
Yep.
She would have. It was all well and good.
It set a bad example for us youngins watching.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Sorry, Ramiro.
You got to be extra
I was just going to say, vagina's undefeated. It just goes along with what I've always said. This dude gave up his superpowers for a girl who, let's be honest, was really a bitch. She wasn't that good looking. You know what I'm saying? She treated him like crap.
She sure did.
And he gave up his powers for that. He's just like, no, I don't want to be the most powerful being in the world who can have any woman in the world. I'm giving it all up for you. Yeah. Gets his ass kicked in a diner. All of a sudden he forgets how to fight. You've been throwing punches for years.
Right.
But he doesn't know how to take a punch.
That made me so mad.
Pebbles, you did mention the Harry Potter series. That kind of probably started the whole franchise type of situation, though.
And you know what else they did? And I don't know if anyone else did this before them, was, you know how the last movie was split into 2 parts?
Yes.
Like I think that might have been one of the first ones that did that too. Because I know Twilight did that, but that was a money grab. But
yeah, like now we're used to it, and depending on your age, you're probably like, all you might know is movies ending and to be continued. Back in the day, if a movie ended to be to continue, you'd be walking, even if it was the most amazing movie ever, you're walking out of that movie theater pissed.
Yes.
You're like, what do you mean to be continued? This ain't a TV show, it's a movie.
So true.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, because it's more recent, the Spider-Verse one.
Oh my God.
Part 2 is, it's the first one's great. Part 2 just goes to a whole new level.
Was, and part 1, I would give it an A+.
Yep.
And somehow part 2 is an A++.
Yeah, I was in the theater screaming no at the end.
Yes.
It's like, no.
Yes.
No.
It's so funny because like I'll calculate. I could look at my phone, but like I play a game with myself when I'm watching a movie where like I try and calculate how long the movie's been on and how many storylines need to be resolved. And I remember when that movie, I wasn't looking at my phone and I was like, yo, this movie's been on for a good amount of time and we still got to do this. Like there was like 4 things that you had to resolve, and all of a sudden, boom, to be continued. You were like, no.
Did any of you see the Hunger Games?
No.
I saw it recently with my kids for the first time.
It's really good.
Second one is better.
I would have a hard time. I don't know. It's hard for me a lot of times, and I think this about, forgive me, the Twilight movies. There's something about the first one when you're introduced to the characters and you meet the actors that, you know, when they continue, I don't know. Sometimes my heart's just always with the first one, like Black Panther. Like nothing will ever beat the first one for me because Chadwick Boseman and just being that first introduction. I don't know. There are I don't know, some sequels do it, but other times it's like, I don't know.
Oh, some BTS Pebbles, not the Asian dudes.
What?
Behind the scenes.
Oh. I'm like, what are you talking about?
We get to talk about BTS? What?
Wow.
Yeah. We got to run the EAS test.
Oh, okay.
The thing that, like, if there was ever an emergency, like, would tell you what
no one's going to pay attention to? Yeah, that one. It's true. How many times do you hear that? This is a test of the emergency, and you just like tune it out.
Can we talk about BTS one day?
Absolutely.
I'm busy that day.
I'm trying to think of a day I'm on vacation. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please.